I didn't even realize people were on here yet. Hi, Robin. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Aaron. Hi, everybody. Happy 11/11. Hi, Connie. Hi, Bruja. Phew, thanks for being here. It's 11/11. Like, how many people here already? How many of you noticed that sequence? 11/11, 1/11, 1/12/34, 3:45. How many of you noticed these number sequences? And when did you start noticing them? I mean, have you always noticed them? Did you just start paying attention when you started paying attention? How long have you been noticing these 11/11s or 1/11s or whatever your magical number sequence is? It is such a good day, man. Thank you for showing up here. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Kelly. I'll be quiet this time. So here's the thing, as more people are showing up, if you like what we're doing, can you just let a friend know? Can you swing by YouTube and just hit a subscribe button for me? YouTube says we don't get to put our own names on the podcast until we have, hello Venus, until we have at least 100 subscribers. So if you can help out with that, I would be greatly appreciative. Sowing Fire Podcast, Sowing SOWING. So thanks for showing up today. This is going to be really interesting because I know a lot of people have done 11/11s today, some kind of podcast, broadcast, communication. That's good. But thank you for showing up to this one because this one's going to be a little different. For those of you who don't know, I have quite a bit of Aquarius in my chart, so I tend to do things a little differently. My methods are unorthodox, but they are helpful. So just sit tight and let's talk about this for a second. So 11/11, just even that number, right? How many times have you seen Facebook posts and Instagrams? And I mean, there's whole groups dedicated to 11/11. So by now, maybe you've got a good idea of what 11/11 is symbolic for you. The thing about 11/11 is it's two master numbers, 11 and 11. We are in the year of 2020, 2020. So that's two twos, which is 11/11 together. And then you have 0, which just amplifies everything. So what's happening on this day and what's happening as we, move through these times and the earth goes on its curve is that we have this entire day, this 24-hour period where we are living in this vibration. Everything has vibration, numbers and colors and animals and us and rocks and minerals. Everything gives off vibration, even our moments in time. So if you are new to this whole 11/11 movement, or if you've been noticing it for quite some time, then congratulations, because the fact that you're seeing it, the fact that you're here today, the fact that we're having this conversation, it's just more confirmation of all of us leveling up, all of us growing. This is, I mean, if you think about it, with lightning right in front of you, right? Lightning right at your chest. If you think about it, it's like this. You're literally hitting this lightning constantly today. That is a beautiful thing. The fact that we have the whole month of November, which carries the vibration of 11, also creates a really big wave of this mastery, level up, expansive kind of energy that we're living in. So one of the things that comes up when 11/11 is spoken about, a lot of times is the word alignment. What is alignment? Alignment is basically an interpretation of you being aligned to something. Typically a focus that you've had, a desire, a want, something that you've been actively and proactively putting your energy towards for manifestation. Align, that word actually originates from wolves copulating. Whoa, everybody calm down. Literally, the word align originates from the moment during the year that wolves were copulating, and which set in a lot of other cycles and a lot of other seasons for different life and different times and seasons for civilizations and for what was going on. So they used the times that they noticed that wolves were going into their mating cycles as literally an alignment. That was really interesting when I started looking at it. So when 1111 shows up and you've got it, hello, hi, are you good? Are you good? Okay, it's good. Venus. What alignment is you making a mindful, that's Venus, you making mindful steps in order to get into a reality that you desire. Something from that reality, someone from that reality, a certain situation or experience unfolding. So alignment, you know, because I'm real big about animal medicine, if it's wolves copulating, if that's where alignment comes from, then let's look at the animal medicine of the wolf, because I'm a Scorpio and I like to go deeper. Everybody on the same page? Can I just say hello, mama, to my mama? Thanks, mama. So with alignment, what's happening is you've got this wolf medicine. Wolf medicine is all about community. It's about finding your voice. It's about knowing your place and playing your part. And your part can, what really stands out is it's all about heeding your call. Heeding your call. What does that mean? You ever had that thing that's inside of your head and it keeps nudging you to do something, take a certain action or go in a specific direction? That's something, that's your calling. Sometimes we get a calling to, you know, go connect with a particular person. Sometimes we get a calling to make a change in our careers and occupations. Sometimes we get a calling to have a little adjustment in our behaviors, our old cycles, and our attitudes. Whatever the calling is, though, callings can be prophetic. Whatever that calling is, what's really happening is you're gaining an alignment, you're getting in connection with your heart. The more that you can hear your heart and the more that you choose to take action from your heart, that literally is the origin of the word courage. So you're courageous. All of you. I'm courageous. It doesn't mean that I haven't fallen on my face. It doesn't mean that I don't have my rough days. It doesn't mean that I'm not challenged. And the same for each of you. But the fact that we decide to get back up, or the fact that we decide to go ahead and let fear be our gas pedal instead of our brake. Thank you, Paulo Coelho. What happens is that's an action of courage. So if you showed up here today, I can already tell you, you're courageous. How can I say it with so much conviction and authority? Because I know the courage inside of me. And so if I can see it in me, I can see it in you. If you can see it in you, then you can see it in others. These are important times to get real courageous. There's a whole lot of stuff happening in this world that's a little intense, can feel quite overwhelming. But all in all, the thing to remember is that no matter what shows up, you're courageous and you've got this. Even when you're afraid, Even when your doubts, your fears, your worries, your old conditions, the voices in your head that sound like the negative aspects of your parents, even with all of that, even with the things that have happened to you, or the things that you've done in this life, the decisions that you've made, these times right now, these are the times to get courageous. These are the times to face yourselves. I have to face myself all the time. When I do, I always see something else. It will be the same for you, not because, well, just because. Be courageous. Be courageous in your level ups, and be courageous in your expansions, and be courageous in your challenges, because these challenges are your catalysts, and catalysts make things happen. Catalysts bring transformation. Catalysts will help you to align to the things that you want to change in your world so that you can walk in it and feel good about what you're creating. These are powerful times, everybody. So we're on this 1111, right? And so we're in 1111. So 2 master numbers inside of this year. That's a reflective number, 2020. You could fold it on itself. And so what's it about? Okay, level ups, right? Alignment, manifesting, being mindful so that you can consciously create. What does that mean? Being mindful so you can consciously create. Well, here's a secret that not a lot of people are talking about. You're actually always in alignment. There's no like mountain you have to climb, or river you have to cross, or someplace you have to go in order to gain your alignment, your enlightenment, your illumination. You're already in it. Is everybody with me? Does anybody have any questions? Because you are more than welcome to ask. I'll give you a moment. Nice. Thank you. So the big secret, the big free diamond, you are always in alignment. You are always in the opportunity, what's the wolf medicine again? To heed the call. Just have to learn how to hear your heart. Just have to take action from that. You can go and get trained for that. You can take courses, you can read books, you can watch a whole lot of YouTube videos or TikTok. But whatever it is that you do, understand this. You are always in alignment. Always. That was deep. You guys felt that, right? Always in alignment. You are always in alignment. So here's the big question. What am I choosing to align to? What am I choosing to align with in this moment? Because I'm always in a state of creation. Always. You are so in such a state of creation at all moments of your life that your body literally goes through a process called apoptosis. And apoptosis is cellular death. And what cellular death is when you have a cell that isn't working in tip-top condition in your body, that cell sends a message up to your brain. Your brain sends back a protein called P53. P53 is the blueprint for your cell to start breaking down until eventually it's just a little bubble. And then a new cell comes in, a new cell grows up, gets real strong, and then it goes through the process again. Literally on a natural biological level, our bodies are in a continuous state of dying in order for us to live. So if that's not alignment, if that's not natural alignment, then you tell me what it is. So, Leo, what if you're in a state of growth? You are. We all are. Venus has just showed up to bear witness. We all are. We're always growing. The thing is that, everybody everybody, and I mean everybody, the people who have done things, the people who have had things done, everybody is always in a state of growth. We never stop growing. Our bodies literally move through apoptosis processes for the entirety of our living experience. So you're always growing. The difference is the people that you look at and you say, hey, you know, those are cycles. They're in their cycles. What you're noticing is someone who's really putting up a resistance to their lessons in life. The lessons as they come, you know, the people who are always complaining, the people who can never see the silver lining on the cloud. Those people who continue through those cycles will eventually make things painful enough for themselves that they'll have enough motivation. They will have enough motivation and enough momentum and enough power to push them on through so even they can have a breakthrough. See, everybody is always evolving. Everyone is always evolving. Hey, you guys, get down. I'm trying to do a Facebook Live here. So, what about your growth state? What about your growth process? Now, someone who embraces their lessons. Ooh, did you guys see that? So, my Eagle staff hit my rain bringer, only in Colorado, right? My Eagle staff just hit my rain bringer and made it rain. The rain bringer is literally what I have the people who come out here for their medicine journeys, what they turn before and after their journey, because it brings on the change. So there it is right there. So this whole thing about alignment and growth. So you growing, there are some people who resist their growth. Those are the people who stay in that slower vibration. It's not right or wrong, it just is. There's some of those people who have to go through those cycles. Totally okay, it's their lesson. Bless them on it. And so they'll go through enough uncomfortable, discomfort, hurtful, painful things that eventually they move on through it. There are some people who will embrace their lessons. There are some people who will perceive out their window and say, you know what, the world is a good place. You know what COVID-19 taught me? COVID-19 taught me that people are starting to take the importance of saying, I love you more often and connecting with the people that they love more often. So thank you, COVID-19. Perception is everything, Leo. Perception is absolutely everything. Your perception will make drastic changes in your life if you just, but getting to that can sometimes be a big challenge, right? And that's, I get it. You're speaking to one of the most stubbornest people you could possibly meet. Let's see. You are harnessing it, Jesse. It's good. You get in touch with me after this, please. So in your growth, in your growing, in your lessons, how do you choose to perceive them? How do you choose? This morning, when you were talking to whoever it was you were speaking to about your day, how did you speak? What adjectives did you use? What adverbs did you use? What's your outlook? What's your vision? What are you aligning to? Hint, hint. What are you aligning to? With the words that come out of your mouth, with the beliefs that you have in your mind, with the thoughts that you speak on and take action from throughout your day. What are you aligning to? So we're all in a state of growth. We're all in a state of remembering. Remembering means to sew back together. So we're remembering. We have pieces, right? We have pieces in our lives. And so from those pieces, as we remember, as we sew back together, we make peace, P-E-A-C-E. So what are you aligning to? Are you aligning to being open to whatever situation has shown up for you? Or are you aligning to being resistant to whatever's showing up because your perception of it is something big, scary, horrible, the burden you have to shoulder? It is very freeing once you become mindful and responsible with what you are choosing to create. How many people on here, you ever say things like, you know, I don't want to be around their drama. I don't want to be in that drama. I don't want drama in my life. Save the drama for your mama. Do you remember that? How many times, how often do you speak like that? I don't want to be around that drama. Guess what? You are giving yourself such a great opportunity and lesson whenever you say something like that to bring more of that to your world. Do you know why you're bringing more of that to your world? Not because you're not good enough, not because you're a horrible person, not because God doesn't love you. You know why? Because you're ready to move through the lesson. You can't move through a lesson of I don't want any drama until you're able to move through the drama. So it's not like you're going to say, I don't want any more drama, and then go off and have a peaceful time in the meadow. That's not the way it works. It's going to wave up at you. It's going to come crashing down. You're made for it. Sometimes we just have to turn into mermaids, don't you think? So make sure that if you don't want to be a part of a thing, you're not talking about what you don't want to be a part of. This is 11/11. This is a day for alignment. So I can say that it's way easier for you to align to the things that you want to, the things that feel good in your heart, when you aren't so busy and focused on the things that you don't want. Focus on your wants. So here's another thing, and then I'm going to go. How many of you pray? Doesn't matter to what. You can pray to grasshoppers if that's your thing. It doesn't, it's all love to me. How many of you pray? Like, I mean, be honest. How many of you pray before your meal? And what do you pray to? Like I said, no right or wrong. It's all love to me. How many of you don't pray before a meal? How many of you pray when you need help? Little, spiritual assistance. How often do you pray? And what do you pray to? What do you call it? I like creator. I like divine. I like God. I like love. Love feels good. So these aren't questions intended to make anybody feel bad. I'm asking because I'm curious as to how often you give gratitude in your day. I come from a long line of Southern Baptist circuit preachers and a couple of swamp. And the thing that was always important at my family's dinners was that we pray. Everybody bows their head. Everybody just says thank you. And so I'm curious, with this day of alignment, how often you give gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, do you give your gratitude? Do you, say thank you, Creatrix, or thank you, Pachamama, or thank you, whatever it is that I pray to? Do you give a thank you for your life in this day? Because life, we all know it's a gift. And when you go to bed at night, do you pray? Let's see. There you go, Sarah. There you go, Isabel. Yes, Bruja. So, when you finish your day, do you say thank you? When you go for your hikes, do you go for hikes? It's important. The way that we reconnect with ourselves is in nature. So do you go for your hikes? Do you say thank you there? Do you say thank you to the animals that cross your path? Do you say thank you to the situations that cross your path? Do you say thank you to the people that cross your path? Even them. How often do you say thank you to whatever it is? So here's the thing. A lot of times, from what I hear, people will pray when they need something, right? Oh God, please give me. Oh God, please, I'm petitioning you for this. How often, instead of praying to the thing that your spiritual divine assistance, how often, instead of praying when you need something, I think you know what I'm going to say. How often do you just stop, take a breath, and realize that whatever the thing is that's happening, whatever situation has shown up, whatever experience you find yourself in with whoever, because they're there for good reason too, nothing happens at random. Thank you, Patrick Collard. Nothing happens at random. Instead of just praying when you feel like you need a blessing or you need a miracle, why not stop, take a deep breath, maybe 3, maybe 5, maybe you're a little stubborn or a sign, maybe you need to take 8 to 11. It doesn't matter, whatever feels good for you. But how about you take that moment to take that breath and you realize that whatever that situation is that's just happened or that you find yourself in the thick of, your creator, what you pray to, made that too. And so if the divine that created you has animated your spirit, has given you the experience of this life, then you also carry that divinity inside of you, that thing that you pray to, that who that you pray to is also inside of you. This is important. Everybody take your palm of whichever is your dominant hand. If you're ambidextrous, just choose one, Gemini, just choose one. So take your dominant hand, the palm, not the fingers, the palm, your heart chakra, the center of your chest. What's that feel like? Take some deep breaths. Make sure that your belly expands when you take those deep breaths. And remember this, the divine that I pray to is the divine inside of me. The love that I pray to is the love that's inside of me. The divine that I pray to is the divine inside of me. The love that I pray to is the love that's inside of me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love, 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 love. Holy, 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 holy. Does it feel good? Try it at your solar plexus, your third chakra. 2 finger widths above your belly button. Try it there. Take some deep breaths. This is about connecting within yourself because that's what the year of 2020 is all about. The relationships that we have with others, but even more so, how those are relationships that reflect aspects of ourselves. The divine that I pray to is the divine that's within me. The love that I pray to is the love that's within me. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Got this class coming up on Sunday. It's about zodiac signs, understanding them and relating in relationships. If that's interesting to you, come hang out. It'll be fun. But this today, this alignment, this is all you. This is all you. And so where's your focus? What's your belief system? What are the truths in your heart that you carry no matter what? Even when they're challenged, even when you're second guessing them. Mine is that all of us are seeds of love. We all come from love. It doesn't mean that we always take actions in love. Sometimes we're in our cycles, and sometimes we need to create that momentum and that motivation to push us on through. wherever you're at, whatever you're doing it. And I believe in you. And you're doing a good job. And you're a good person. And guess what else? You're courageous. And you're always in alignment. And so we deserve to remember that. Thank you for showing up here today. Thanks for being a part of all of this. It's an honor to sit with you guys. And thanks Venus and Fortuna for making your starring appearance. You guys have a wonderful 11/11. Just remember, what am I aligning to? What am I believing in? What am I talking about? What actions, what are the intentions behind my actions in this moment? Y'all take care. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you.